So in your career, do you have a sense that every situation is suboptimal?
There is no such thing as the perfect job.
Our social entrepreneurs are people who have been on the front lines of social change. I've learned so much from talking with them. This is Cafe Impact, and I'm Jonathan Lewis. So you get this job at Hewlett. Were you scared? Were you qualified? Did you have any clue what you were doing?
Yes, no, and kind of. And the truth is there were several phases. There was the honeymoon period of 6 months where I just was having a great time traveling around, meeting with people. And then there was the 6 months of, oh my God, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm totally unqualified for this. And then kind of moved into a transition of, all right, well, here are the things I have to change about the way that I do my work in order to succeed. I just came to see my weaknesses in terms of detail orientation, tactical planning, and I realized it gets back to humility that you have to be humble and say, I need help on this. Get a coach.
If you're really shy and retiring and won't ask people for help, you just can't get out of your own little circle. If you're an emergency creator, if you're somebody who's always dumping things in people's laps at the last minute, you're not paying attention to that relationship piece, and people don't like working with you. Maintaining relationships allows you to be much more effective.
I had a manager who was very sort of domineering, very sort of passive aggressive. I would have to hear 6 months later about something I had done wrong in an official performance review, rather than, hey, you messed up today, let's talk about what happened. That first management experience was actually very rough, and I think it did a number on my self-confidence.
What's the counseling here that you can give to someone?
Seek out the coworkers in that situation that can support you. And I did get the approval and the support of several other managers, and then I began to realize that, okay, well, maybe my manager is the problem and not me. But it took me a year and a half to get there.
Because you don't have an MBA and you're dealing with all this money, does it mean there are moments in the week when you feel insecure?
Absolutely.
What's that like?
Very uncomfortable, but I could admit it to my CFO and I can admit it to my financial analyst because they've got my back. And when I say to them, I don't understand how you guys are coming up with this number, please walk me through it, they love it. And I love it because they take the time and they turn it into professors.
And your sure-footedness in being able to admit your insecurity, your lack of knowledge, where does that come from, that self-confidence?
You know what? It's just the better way to go. I've tried to bluff my way through a couple of things and it didn't work out so well. Things blew up in my face. And it's like, just say you don't know.